County giving their eulogies and, of course, trying to mourn the Right Honorable Raila Amollo Odinga. Let's take a look at the condolence messages that have been sent by different leaders from across the world as well as here in the country. And we begin with the Tanzanian President Mama Samia Suluhu. Nimepokea kwa masikitiko makubwa taarifa ya kifo cha Mheshimiwa Raila Amollo Odinga. Tumempoteza kiongozi mahiri, mwanamajumui wa Afrika, mpenda amani na mtafuta suluhu, ambaye ushawishi na upendo wake haukuwa tu ndani ya Kenya bali Afrika Mashariki na Afrika kwa ujumla. Msiba huu si wa Kenya pekee bali wetu sote. Kwa niaba ya serikali na wananchi wa Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania, ninatuma salamu za pole kwa Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, Mheshimiwa Daktari William Samoei Ruto, Mama Ida Odinga, watoto, familia, ndugu, jamaa, marafiki na wananchi wote wa Kenya kwa msiba huu. Tunaungana kuombea na Mwenyezi Mungu awajalie subra, faraja na imani katika kipindi hiki, na ilaze roho ya mpendo wetu Mheshimiwa Raila Amollo Odinga mahali pema peponi. Amina.
Now, retired President Uhuru Kenyatta has also sent his condolences, and he says, "My heart is heavy and my spirit is burdened with a grief that is both profound and deeply personal. The news of Raila's passing has left a silence that echoes across our nation, a silence where once there was a voice of thunder and conviction. To me, Raila was more than a political colleague. He was a defining part of my own journey in public service and in life. Raila and I navigated on opposing currents, charting different courses for the nation we both loved. At some point along the journey, we became political opponents, and often the weight of that competition felt immense. Baba, as we fondly refer to him, was a man who made you sharpen your own ideas, compelling you to defend your positions with rigor and passion. However, in his recent years, a different bond was forged, one of respect, of shared patriotism, and a common desire to see a united Kenya. That journey from fierce political opponents to partners in the pursuit of handshake unity taught me the true measure of the man. I saw firsthand his unwavering passion for this country, his deep-seated belief in justice, and his incredible capacity to think beyond personal ambition for the sake of national peace. He was a formidable opponent, but he was an even more invaluable ally in the cause of reconciliation. I have lost a friend and a brother. I will miss our conversation, sometimes challenging, always insightful, and the fire of belief that never left his eyes. To Mama Ida, the children, and to the entire Odinga family, I extend my deepest, most heartfelt condolences. You have shared Baba with Kenya for a lifetime, and we mourn with you. We have lost a father to the nation, a steadfast champion for the people, and a true son of Kenya. His legacy is not just in the political battles he fought, but in the peace he helped build. It is etched in the very fabric of our nation. Rest in peace, my brother. Your work here is done, but your echo will never fade.
Yes, that is the fourth President of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta. Let's take a look at what Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, deeply saddened by the passing of my dear friend and former Prime Minister of Kenya, Mr. Raila Odinga. He was a towering statesman and a cherished friend of India. I had the privilege of knowing him closely since my days as Chief Minister of Gujarat, and our association continued over the years. He had a special affection for India, our culture, values, and ancient wisdom. This was reflected in his efforts to strengthen India-Kenya ties. He particularly admired Ayurveda and traditional medicine systems of India, having witnessed their positive impact on his daughter's health. I extend my deepest condolences to his family, friends, and to the people of Kenya in this moment. Let's move to Ambassador Sebastian Groth, that is the Germany ambassador to Kenya. We are deeply saddened by the passing of former Prime Minister Raila Amollo Odinga, a life full of political struggle, fight for democracy and human rights, and human empathy came to an end. Baba was a bridge builder in Kenya and in Africa.
All right, Bobby Wine from Uganda says, we have received the news of the passing of Honorable Raila Odinga with great sadness. He stood tall for freedom, liberty, and dignity. In him, we have lost a great statesman, an African giant who did his best for humanity amidst great adversity. Deepest condolences to the great people of Kenya and all pro-democracy forces around the world. May his soul rest in peace. Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka says in his message of condolences, He says, I received the devastating news of the death of second Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya and my dear brother, Honorable Raila Amollo Odinga, this morning. Upon my arrival at Heathrow International Airport, London, United Kingdom, where I'm on a scheduled 10-day program. Honorable Odinga, fondly referred to for decades as Baba by his ardent supporters, families and friends, and albeit bedragging in administration by his most fiercest detractors, was more than an enigma. Baba was a force of nature that kept on going and going, despite and in spite of the hurdles put in front of him. Baba was the longest suffering political detainee in Kenya. At the heart of the struggle for multipartyism, Raila's body bore the scars of the slings and arrows, bullets and batons, and that no man or woman should ever endure. Yet at each point of release from the detention cells and torture chambers, he'll rise his arms up to the heavens. His fast clenched determination, resolve that the tears and painful scars he personally suffered will yield to democracy and freedom for his beloved Kenya. This is why we call him champion of the second political liberation. Baba's physical and mental struggle for Kenya, well documented nationally and internationally, earned him the title Agwambo. In the years I interacted with Agwambo professionally in Kenya's political space, I got to understand why he was referred to as that. From the opposition benches to the government side as Prime Minister to August 27, 2010, the day our new constitution was promulgated, my brother Raila played an instrumental and integral role in evolving power from an imperial presidency to a people-centered constitutional order. For that, we owe him our immense gratitude. Since 2013, I had the singular privilege of working very closely and passionately with my brother, twice as his running mate, both in CORD and NASA, as well as his brother in the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition. We learnt a lot from each other and shared a lot of pain together. To Mama Ida and the entire family, in particular Rosemary, Raila Jr. and Winnie, as much as I cannot imagine the shock and the heartbreak that you're currently going through, I want you to know that my family and I stand in solidarity with you in this regard. I know that all Kenyans are praying for you. Kenya has lost an exemplary leader, the president who won but was never declared and sworn into office. The loss of Raila Odinga is not only a loss to his family and country, but also to the entire African continent. I will miss my brother and friend dearly. I am therefore rearranging my schedule of engagements in the United Kingdom in honor of my fallen brother. May God rest the soul of Prime Minister Raila Amollo Odinga in everlasting peace.
Yes, and Martha says my condolence message to Mama Ida Odinga and the family on the shocking and sad news of the passing of Right Honorable Raila Odinga. I will remember him as a fearless defender of the people, a voice of the voiceless, and a steadfast comrade in the fight for the second liberation. Rest in peace, Kinara wangu. And to DCP leader and former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, Baba Raila Odinga, may you rest well. To the family, your spouse, Mama Ida Odinga, and your children, my family and I join you in prayer during this difficult moment. My deepest sympathies to you and the people of the Republic of Kenya. The enigma Baba, the father of our democracy, and a formidable hero of Kenya's second liberation. You stood tall and strong in intellect, knowledge, and quest for democracy. You faced brutal regimes' brutality. You were tortured, jailed, abducted, and detained severally for Kenya. When the history of Africa's Pan-Africanism is written, your chapter as the Lion of Africa will attract many readers. You dedicated your life in the service of humanity. As a political activist, a civil servant, a university lecturer, an MP, a party leader, a cabinet minister, a prime minister, and many other fronts, on all these, your trail of success and impact remains indelible. Kenyans will not only remember your craft in resilience, persistence, and democratic values, but also your voice during difficult moments. It will be remembered that you were at the forefront in the fight for Kenya's democracy and liberation of Kenya on many fasts. Most profoundly, Kenya's multi-party democracy and the Constitution of Kenya 2010, a race you strongly stood for, and we, the people of Kenya, shall never forget. Much as we have never been on the same political side, I I have had a strong admiration of Raila Odinga's art of forming and sustaining a strong political party that survived 4 general elections. I remain amazed by his choice of quality legislators to fly the party flag and eloquently articulate party policies and the people they represented. You are a hero celebrated home and away. You have not gone.
Former Chief Justice David Maraga said, "I'm shocked to learn of the demise of former Prime Minister Raila Amollo Odinga, a patriot, a Pan-Africanist, a Democrat, and a leader who made significant contributions to democracy in Kenya and in Africa. Kenya has lost one of its most formidable leaders who shaped the trajectory of our beloved country. Africa has lost a leading voice in pushing for peace, security, and development. The world has lost a great leader. During these difficult times, I pass my deepest condolences to Mama Ida Odinga and the entire Odinga family, to the people of Kibra constituency, who he represented for many years, to the people of Siaya County, where he hails from, and to all of us Kenyans. May the Lord comfort us as we all deal with this enormous blow."
Yes, some of the tributes, of course, are coming in from leaders across the country and as well as from the world. Yes, Grace.
Now,